Autumn. Autumn is a beautiful time of year in Fern Hollow. The trees of Windy Wood turn golden, red and orange, and there is a wonderful scent in the air. Unfortunately, the fallen leaves do cause the animals something of a problem, because they all like to keep their gardens tidy. Of course, you can always make little bonfires of leaves, but it's best to check which way the wind is blowing first. Mr. Prickles had taken a day off from his job as a guardsman at Fern Hollow railway station to gather the fruits and nuts in Windy Wood. The expedition had been very successful, and with the help of Mrs. Pickles and Polly, Mr. Pickles had managed to fill his cart so well that there was hardly any room for another acorn. Jasper, Patch, Tugger and Monty decided it would be fun to raid an orchard. Unfortunately for them, P.C. Hoppet came by on his bicycle and caught them, all except Jasper the squirrel, who was very quick at climbing up and down trees and managed to run away. Dilly and Pud's Halloween costumes were the best in the village. This was hardly surprising, as their parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thimble, were the Fern Hollow tailors. Dilly and Pud's friends were dressed as in pixies or goblin costumes, and some of them wore masks so that they couldn't tell who they were. In the heart of Windy Woods, Mr. Chips and his son, Chucky and Flip, were cutting down trees and chopping them up for firewood in preparation for the winter. The hard work had made them feel very hungry, and they were all pleased when Mrs. Chips shouted that the soup was ready. One gusty day in October, Lord Trundle was taking a stroll around the grounds at Trundleberry Manor when he bumped into old Blodger, his gardener, who was having trouble with the fallen leaves. Every time Blodger swept them into a neat little pile, the wind came along and blew them all away again. Mr. Bouncer poked the baked potatoes out of the bonfire and handed them around to the children. "One for Patch, one for Pippa, and one for little Toby," he said. "Be careful, they are rather hot." Mr. Bouncer lit a skyrocket and it flew up into the night sky. "Good gracious," laughed Grandpa Blopper. "It looks like it's going all the way to the moon."